See the junglers, Maluno on his blue buff, Aranea just finishing off the red, and it looks like both going to be visiting this top lane here. Now, Aranea, if he goes through the tri-bush, he's going to get spotted by a ward, so Extinct knows that coming. He's got Maluno there for backup. This could be a very interesting start as the Cocoon lands. They're going to go in towards Aranea. He's going to charge away, but he gets knocked up, and there's the first blood coming down for Maluno. And right now, NiP have started Dragon even.
And Kerp is still top lane. He's trying to head down right here, and this Dragon might be dead before he even gets there. They have all 5 members. If Ultimate tries to go in on this, they might die, but Aranea, we've seen him snipe so many Dragon steals away. Not going to happen this time, and that is the first Dragon going over to NiP, giving him a little bit of extra gold. But look how many pink wards Ultimate has put down. It shows they really want to get this Dragon. 3 pink wards invested into this here, and if NiP can steal it away, that'd be a huge win for them.
Well, they are watching, but in the end, you see them just starting to back away from that one, and that will be Dragon number 2 going over to Alternate, and that leaves us at just a 300 gold difference. Not even, it's ticking over more like 200 as we are going to see Lissandra coming in. They're going to try and lock down Freeze from this one. The damage absolutely massive. Jerry actually picking up the kill there in the end, and that may just be a second turret of the game for Alternate.
Yeah, looks like it should be definitely. Bjergsen's actually going to face check against White Knight.
He's going to put all the damage down there. Is the flash away in the end from White Knight. Aranea coming around the side, and Bjergsen not quite got the damage to burst down that JC at the Hex Drinker, of course, going to be helping out with that as well.
He's going for a defensive build here as now Maluno's being chased down. And we'll get slowed here. Actually, we'll get locked up.
He's going to get locked up. Creatin's in there. There's a crescendo using them. Tidal Wave going to come rocking through. There's a true shot barrage dodged by Maluno, but they're going to finish him off. It's Kurt that gets that one in the end. Uses flash to secure it, and now Deficio in all kinds of trouble as well. He's locked up under the tower. Creatin comes back in for the finisher, and that's 2 fantastic kills for Alternate.
Group up for Creatin actually heading up right now from bottom. The turret already about 75% health. And Bjergsen and Freeze are nowhere near to pretty much keep it alive, so it looks like they should be able to get this turret. Though if Bjergsen, if he hurries a little bit faster with that ultimate available, with the flash available, he might be able to stop this.
Well, here we go. Shot blast coming through the acceleration gate. Will they even decide to go under the tower on him here? As we are going to see Maluno going on towards Aranea. There's a crescendo that gets 2 people. Jerry and Aranea have been melted there by Tibbers as Bjergsen brings it down. Kirk going to use the ultimate on himself for the protection. It won't get him away though, and there's a double kill for Bjergsen. 3 kills overall coming down for NiP for just the 1. Kind of timing, we do see that Deficio does have an Oracle on right now. Needs to be careful here. He's actually going to get engaged upon, but in the mid lane, they're fighting there as well. White Knight is going to take down Deficio. Where's the focus coming in? White Knight is at the back of them, and Maluno's going very low. He will die. Freeze actually picking up a kill there in the process, and Ninjas in Pajamas trying desperately to get away. There's the stun coming out onto Kurt from Bjergsen, but can he escape this one? Creatin is still in there. The Aqua Prison not quite enough, but this should be a turret for Alternate.
Just as quick as we had NiP coming out ahead in the fight, now Alternate's doing themselves a 1 for 2 in the end for them. A turret on top of that. They might even be able to push this turret down with Creatin, with Kerp, with Aranea, and obviously JV there. And that'll be big for them. 2 middle turrets in one go. Gives you so much control around the map that they haven't necessarily had ever since, you know, about 10, 15 minutes in.
And if they decide to tank it, which they're not really going to need to here, to be honest, minions, and make sure that they don't have too much of a breather from this one, but they've managed to catch Creatin out. There comes Tibbers. Have they got the damage to finish off? Yes, they will. And it's a welcome kill for Freeze as well there to pick it up.
And Bjergsen actually flashed for that too. He wanted to get Creatin down because they know if he's gone, the only guy that wasn't killed just yet, they can start to push, and they're going to get this turret. They might even have the potential to back away and get Baron, or try to push for an inhibitor turret, or just back away in general. For Jerry, so when that's done, he's gonna be able to heal someone and get him on a stun. But Maluno, he's gonna face check and get blown up.
Yeah, he's taking a lot of damage. There's crescendo. It was actually a good crescendo, but Aranea will ulti into the back. Kirk goes in there as well. Are they gonna be able to finish off one? Freeze going very low. He gets finished off by White Knight. That's a double kill for him. He's taking damage from the backside. He's somehow still alive here as the Zhonya's get popped by Bjergsen. He dies straight away after that one, and that will be a 3 for 2, but it's not over yet. Deficio goes down. And with this Ezreal up right now, they may be able to get an ace from this one. Creatin going to chase, actually gets caught up in the cocoon, but he's got the blue buff. He's got the cooldowns there on that arcane shift. He's going to tank up the turret. A repel last second, he's still alive here. Finally gets taken down. That was a lot of tower damage coming onto Creatin from that. And not quite the last tick of Ignite. That would have been pretty fantastic if he'd have got Creatin down after all that.
And in the end, it was a 2 for 5 for Alternate when they got a little bit of a clunky engage. Maluno just kind of face checked that bush. He stayed alive for a long time, but they weren't able to capitalize on the positioning. Alternate was the ones being able to do that, and they're able to come out ahead in that fight. You saw actually Bjergsen picked off 2 in that fight. He's getting very strong. Like he has that death cap done now. He has quite a bit of damage. But now you have a Banshee's Veil picked up on Creatine. You have a GA being built up for White Knight. And Kerp already had a tough time of being killed anyways since he has that Zonia's available, and the Mikhail Crucible is now done. So it's going to be very hard for them to burst someone down because that heal is really strong, not to mention you won't be able to lock them down since they can get out of any stuns or CC.
Right now, Alternate are trying to seize an opportunity and take themselves a Baron. And I don't think that NiP are going to be able to come into this one. Freeze is in the bottom lane trying to push that one out. And this will be Alternate literally sauntering on up and picking up that Baron for free. See if they can actually hold on to this one. That minion wave gonna be pushed up. Alternate waiting on the outskirts of the steps. Creatine, don't forget, has that Banshee's Veil in, so that could be
that poke.
that could prove to be a big thing for them here. I mean, if he dodges one stun coming out, if that's the crescendo that doesn't land onto him because of that Banshee's Veil, that is a big thing. And as you said, the poke coming out of Jace, coming out of Ezreal, well, coming out of Lissandra even is absolutely massive. We are going to see that turret forced down. Maluno actually is going to go in onto this one. In the end, they back away. True Shot Barrage will catch Bjergsen. Alternate do take the turret, and it looks like they're going to keep going for this one. The poke continues to follow through on that backside. The inhibitor itself already down to half HP. It's Creatine that really needs to get in there and get those final chunks down. And there will be the first inhibitor of the game going down to Alternate.
And the problem NiP is kind of having right there is that they can't get rid of the Banshee's Veil on Creatine. Only really 2 people can do that. Deficio, but he has to get really close for that to happen with his Q. Or Extinct. He's going to have to use his Cocoon on him, or his W is spiraling to really get the damage in. And either way, Creatine can just Arcane Shift away. So getting that Banshee's Veil down so Bjergsen can get that 5-man stun is going to be very difficult. And we're going to see if they're going to be able to push the second inhibitor down, because now it's pretty much do or die time. NiP is going to have to engage here. They can't afford to let a second inhibitor drop, because then Alternate will have full control of the map. And then obviously the next Baron that will be up obviously 3-4 minutes. We do see Bjergsen flash in.
Oh, he's completely missed it though there, and he's going to have to pop his Zhonya's from this one. The wave comes through. Bjergsen gets back up, but he goes straight back down. Kurt will use the Zhonya's in there as well. Look at the damage onto White Knight as the crescendo comes out. Misses pretty much everyone. Freeze going to have his GA pop. Creatine in the middle of them doing masses of damage on this as Elise comes down from the rappel. Extinct just about alive there on that backside, but Creatine is not done just yet. He's got the double buff and the Baron buff on. Here he goes in. Deficio pretty much gave himself up there for the kill, and that's going to be another turret and the inhibitor here. And to be honest, look at those death timers. Alternate may choose to do it right here.
Extinct's still up though. He just has his home guard boots. He's able to come in, and you saw White Knight right there. The perfect flash of him getting right back on top of Freeze when his GA popped. I think if he didn't do that, NiP might have won that fight just because Freeze is doing so much damage and no one can really get to him. That's going to change how the fight really goes down here, but if it does, it's going to be RNA just ulting in. They can just delay, though, because they have Superman's pushing from the middle, pushing from the bottom, and NiP, they're going to have to make a move soon.
And the fact is that Alternate's poke here is going to be hard to deal with. They've got the heals out of Deficio, but I'm not sure that's going to really be enough for them to be able to hold up to the siege that Alternate are putting in there right now. You can see the minion waves not even getting past the steps at this point. Creatine going in there for a shot here and there, and in the end they just basically wedged themselves straight in, using that poke nicely to their advantage.
And also
they
Nexus turret.
Yeah, they lost the Nexus turret. The super minions, as we were talking about earlier, had already worked themselves into the base, and right now Alternate are closing in around the Nexus.
We're going to see this final fight come out of NiP very soon. Alternate's just waiting. They're letting the turrets get very low. They're letting the minions amass here. If NiP doesn't engage within the next couple of seconds, it's just going to be a loss for them. Coming back from 3 inhibitors being down is already difficult, but here's the engage.
Here we go, Bjergsen getting in. They've managed to lock White Knight down. There comes a crescendo. The Nami tidal wave comes out as well. White Knight going low will finally be finished off. He's 1-for-1 right now. Kurt going to use the Zhonya's. Here comes Creatine from that top side. He's taken down the AD carry. He's on Extinct now, who will use the Zhonya's of his own, and it will be a kill for Creatine in the end. He's going to get another one here on towards Bjergsen. 3 kills for him to end that one. Alternate going to take down the Nexus turret. The Nexus itself will fall, and Alternate will get back to winning ways here and stop that winning streak that Ninjas in Pajamas have put up in their last 3 victories. And I think a big one here for Alternate.